Hello, hello. Today, let's take a look again at these Skoob m-43 boondockers. I did an initial reaction video about these, but I've had them for a few months now, and so I wanted to do a follow-up after wearing them a bit, go over what I like, some things I don't like, and get into it a little bit, fit, wear. So real quick, Skoob, made in Japan. It's kind of a smaller maker in Japan. It's actually, Skoob is books backward. Fun, how fun is that, right? So they make good reproductions, and so these are their kind of m-43 reproduction boots. This particular pair is from the retailer Stuf, which is in Europe. I don't remember if it's in Switzerland or Germany, one of the two. And it's a little bit different than the makeup that they have at East West Apparel in England. Basically, they're the same except for the sole. So this kind of has the half sole as opposed to a full sole with a toppy here in the front. I think the heel's the same. It has basically the East West one has this as a full sole, this armor tread neoprene cord, and it's tough. I've actually worn these. I've been wearing these quite a bit. So part of what I like and don't like, these have been deceptively difficult to break in. So you would think something that has such a low profile kind of look to it, obviously a really low unstructured toe, this should be easy peasy, lemon squeezy, no problem. No, these have been an absolute bear to break in, and I don't know if I can actually say they're broken in. They look like that. I've hardly worn them, but I try to wear them all the time and get some break-in going, and I've started to get some nice rolls. And I think if I didn't love them so much, I definitely would have given up on these and sold them, which I'm sure is why whoever I bought them from was selling them. I got these on Grailed, unworn, basically brand new. So, I can see the fit being a problem for a lot of people. We'll talk about that. So this right here, this instep, which is a similar kind of issue with the Skoob Engineer that I had, that I don't have now, but I really love those as well. I love the shape, I love the design, concept, the leather was amazing. Again, the leather on these, fantastic. Probably my favorite thing. The leather that they use for these is the thickest horse butt I have, probably next to the Quan boots that I have, which are also extremely thick horse butt, almost too thick. And again, these are almost too thick. So like this back here, this backstay, like where it has 2 layers like that, is just not breaking in. It won't break in. It doesn't matter what I do. I can't soften this up. It doesn't matter how much I walk in them. It's like steel back here. I've been expecting these to break in, over the last few months. No, not so much. Getting some, some break in here, nice rolling. You can see a little bit of grain here. Overall, they're pretty even and smooth, not too much grain. I think they put pretty much all the grain on the outside quarter panel on both of them, maybe a little bit on the inside. Both of them have almost kind of the same paneling. They are slightly different. So like this one's a little softer. This one has the same thick, more stiff leather as on the outside quarter panels. The inside quarter panels are a little bit softer And this one kind of matches the inside quarter panel. So that's one little, you know, abnormality, but and you would think like, okay, so this one's gonna be easier to break in. No, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. So one thing that I really think, you know, they put a lot of attention to detail in these, really nice, you know, quadruple row stitching, really clean, triple row stitching. All the stitching is really clean. You know, they were smart and put like a really nice thin material for the tongue, which, you know, is like a thinly cut horse as well. And they did some nice like skiving here around the ankle, which I appreciate because that would be digging into your ankles and probably would have made them unwearable. So what I did have to do in order to make these work for me, because the instep is pretty massive, is I did have to throw in a pair of Pedeg 3/4 insert sole inserts in here, and that kind of took up enough space here to make it so that I wasn't closing this all the way down and make them more comfortable. Plus it added some arch support, which made these perfect now. Normally I'm very much against doing too much modification. Like if it doesn't just fit at this point, I tend to, you know, move on, sell it to somebody, hopefully it fits them better. But these, I just really, for some reason, I've been very stubborn with these and really want to make them work. And so I'm making them work, and they're getting better with time, but I'm still breaking these in. They're still making me work hard to get there, but the results, I mean, they're just, this leather is just excellent. Really, really nice. Really love the attention to detail on these. Super great. And it really, I mean, Skoob does really good work, I think, for not a crazy price for what they're putting out there. The fit is just a little bit weird. I don't know who has a huge instep, but then it's pretty narrow here. Like this is just big enough for me in the ball. And then, you know, the toe isn't like a ton of room, but I have plenty of room for my toes. But yeah, it's like here, not super wide. And then, so I guess if you just have like a narrow, normal D width foot in the front without toe splay, and then you have a massive instep arch or whatever, then yeah, maybe these are amazing for you. But I was able to at least just put that, you know, 3/4 insert in there that's pretty low profile, not taking up a ton of room, because I couldn't do a full one because I needed as much room in the front as I could get, but take up the room in the back. Plus I got some arch support because they're flat, completely flat without that, which isn't great when you're on your feet all day walking around. But you know, I'm determined on these. I'll probably do another follow-up like next year or something after I've really gotten to break them in. But I've been trying, man. These are making me working hard for these, and I think it's going to be worth it. So I'm going to keep going. But let me know if you have any questions, comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Ciao.